Hello, automotive enthusiasts. Is that a term? It is now. Welcome back to Automation Empire. My name, of course, is Obita Potato. Right, so things went pretty darn well in the last episode. I feel like the optimizations that we made all worked. Everything it's not moving seamlessly, because I don't think anything ever will move truly seamlessly. But I'm pretty darn happy with it. A couple of people did point out towards the end of the last episode that I can actually get the unlock crate gate now. The game has received a couple of updates since I last played it, so I'm very much hopeful that I should be able to just absolutely, there we go, unlock the claw track train loader. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, that's going to be big. All right, let's see how this works, and let's see if we can actually make this happen. What I'd quite like to do is test out the fundamentals of the claw track train truck train unloader, track loader truck train. I'd like to test it out, and I'd like to test it out right over here. All right, so let's get this down. Let's turn this off. Let's turn that off as well, and let's put a claw track train truck train right over here. There we go, just like so. And robots are going a little bit mad at the moment, but that's okay. And that over there, and this is a pickup point. That's a pickup point. And I think I might add more pickup points in here later on. What I want to do is I want to turn on the skip every certain claw. That is definitely a feature that I think can rapidly improve our. I mean, that can improve a heck of a lot. Okay, turn the drone priority off because we don't actually want to drone prioritize anything for this specific one. Anyway, yeah, I want to faff around with the skipping. Don't worry about that. We'll get to that later. Okay, anyway. Let's get some stuff picked up. Let's get ready to go. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is working. This is working. Oh my goodness. Sound the alarm. This is working. This is fantastic. Okay. Drone priority off. Let's turn drone priority off on that one. And then let's slot another one of these claw train track truck train unloaders into this area. Because this is fantastic. This is the best news that I've had all day. This is really great news. Okay. This is an absolute game changer. I think that this might be one of like the most important upgrades by, I don't want to say by like a country mile, but by a country mile, right? I mean, it can't even be close. This is the real deal, you know? Okay, and then let's try and fit all of the various loaders onto this one single loop. And in fact, this can be the first time that we raise up. Right, that we raise up the loop, raise up the claw track train truck train. That's right, you heard me. Was that English? Not quite, honestly, not quite. Okay, the claw track train truck train can only go on 2 levels, which I think is fine. Oh, can't go around here, so we're gonna need to take this back a little bit, but that's okay. Also, gonna delete that and try again. We're gonna try and slot it in that there direction to see if that there makes a little bit of a difference. Okay. Can we go around here? We can indeed go around here. Okay, I think I see a way. I see a way to make this work. Right? And then that's height level 2. I was wondering why that wasn't connecting up completely adequately. And there we go. That's looking and feeling pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Now, getting this back to there is gonna be a little bit of a difficult situation. I mean, we've got a couple of options. First of all, we could raise the track up. We could raise this track up over here that I'm highlighting right now, or we could raise this track up, which I'm not highlighting, but I'm pointing at with my pointy implement, otherwise known as a pointer, mouse pointer. Let's try raising this track up, maybe just for sort of ease of access. Can I just get away with doing a single piece and then back down again? I think that's actually perfect. That's all we really need, isn't it? There we go. Okay, that is great. That is absolutely brilliant. Right, let's set another pickup point over there. I want to extend out this collection point as well. It needs to be larger. Yeah, it absolutely needs to be larger. This belt needs to be much longer. Okay, give me an unload station. Yep, increase the length by a little bit, And let's put in another pickup point. Then let's put skip every 2. I mean, that worked pretty well, right? Not perfectly, though. Skip every 1. Skip every 1. Hold on. If I get you to skip every 2, and then I get you to skip every 1, and then we should pick up from there, right? Theoretically? That was pretty darn good, wasn't it? That was very, very darn good. That almost looked professional. Okay, let's massively increase the number of claws that we've got on the line, and then let's increase that by 1. Let's ditch that, and let's go back to our claw machine. That in there, that in there, that in there. Skip 2, skip 1, and then let's see if this works. I mean, again, it's not absolutely flawless, but by golly, it looks and feels very, very nice indeed. And the speed at which we are shipping out these resources can only be described as truly incredible. This really, really is very, very good. I mean, this is a little bit of an inefficient process over here. Ideally, we'd like to refine this and make it a little bit shorter of a drive, but I mean, this is grand. This is absolutely grand. And you know what? Now that we've got this set up right over here, there is absolutely no reason why we can't introduce an even more streamlined setup for the gold production. There is just absolutely no reason. Yeah, in fact, you know what? I'm going to get that done right now. Oh, that was a loud noise. In fact, I'm actually going to do something. I'm thinking that maybe we should have this on 2 loops. Or alternatively, I can just stick it on 1 loop. Whatever the case, getting rid of drones is definitely key. When I say 2 loops, by the way, I mean maybe there's the case to be answered for having a delivery loop, delivering like we've got here to an unload belt, and then we have another loop which supplies the trucks and loads the trucks directly. I'm not gonna do that. Let's just stick with the claw truck train track train unloader. For now, we'll see how things go. Let's take this back. We might have a little bit of a cash flow issue, but I mean, let's be real. I mean, I'm pretty darn happy with my cash flow situation at the moment. Definitely nothing to complain about. Okay. Take that all back. And let's get another truck unloader. There we go. There we go. Brilliant. There we go. Okay, this is looking and feeling very, very good. I'm very, very happy about this. This makes me feel very, 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 very satisfied with absolutely everything. Also, a couple of people have let me know that apparently trains are or minecart trains, I believe, move faster when traveling on highways at level 2 or 3, which I mean makes it an absolute no-brainer to just completely modify this entire track and make it into like a level 2 highway. I don't know, calling it a highway seems a little bit wrong, because a highway I would always associate with driving. Maybe a trainway. Does a trainway sound good? I mean, but this isn't really a train. Maybe this is a minecart way. Is it a minecart way? Yeah, see, this naming convention is gonna need a little bit more thought. Okay, I mean this has just been an absolute disaster, but it's okay. That's fine. We can have a little squiggle. Nothing wrong with a little bit of a squiggle here and there. I mean, maybe maybe it suboptimally impacts speed. If it does, well, who knows? Wow, that is a significant speed decrease. I mean, to be honest, we don't actually need a massive speed increase to make this truly a very efficient process. I mean, in fact, everything's already looking pretty good. This is a pretty efficient process already. What we also could do, just to further improve efficiency, is put another drop-off point here, and we need to get you to skip 2 carts, I believe, and that will allow us to speed things up. Look at that. Look at the speed of that. That is absolutely monstrously fast. Again, it's not going to make much of a difference, but it is definitely going to make some difference. Okay, have we got a drop-off, drop-on points? I think this is I think this is good. This is fine. This is good. This is grand. This is gravy. Let's delete all of these ridiculously numerous unload bays. There we go. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at how fast. Look at how fast we're doing. I need to turn off drone priority for there, drone priority for there, and drone priority for there as well, because we don't need drones interfering with the crate drop-offs. This is actually a little bit of a problem. You see, we've got too many. We've got too many golden crates. We've got too many golden crates. Yep, this is a real problem. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shrink the size of this loop. So what I'm basically gonna do is take these two gold production machines offline, and instead I'm gonna get them connected up with just a single bit of claw train belt right there. So I mean, this does not need to look like this, but yeah, okay, let's leave it there for now. So basically all of the gold will be picked up with this one specific loop. It does mean that we might have a little bit of an oversupply of claw trains on this specific route. However, that's fine. That's a price that I'm willing to pay. Also, look at our finances. Financially, we are doing fantastically. That is really nice. Okay, so all of the gold is going to be done on this specific belt. I would quite like to increase the amount of unload bays that I've got over here. The great thing is I can do that, and then immediately plop one of those in there like so, one of those in there like so, and suddenly I think that problem might be sorted. Yeah, anyway, so that's half the problem. That's half the problem solved. We'll give it another chance to go round once more and see if it actually picks up enough gold for us to remark upon how much gold is picked up. Yeah, nice. Pretty darn good. Nice. Pretty good. Okay, so lots and lots of gold being picked up. That's exactly what I like to see. I mean, how much is that? Can we have a count? That's 3, 3, 3, 3. So it's like 2 trucks worth. That is 2 trucks worth of gold right there that can be picked up absolutely every single time. And honestly, that's pretty perfect. That's pretty darn perfect. Anyway, so that leaves these 2 crate makers over here, which need to be linked up to a supply. So what I'm thinking that we do is that we set up a brand new road entry point. That's right, brand new road entry point. Let's get it as close as we possibly can. Will that suffice? Will that be close enough to not interfere? That's pretty darn good if you ask me. So road entry point right over there, and road exit points. Will that work? Can't build there. Can't build here. Right. Well, that can go right about there. But will that even work? I don't think it will. Hold on. Yeah, disconnect that. Hold up. I'm still not convinced that this will work. Give me a second. Ah, it works. Okay, great. I mean, it doesn't look very nice. In fact, it looks absolutely abysmal, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Look, that's got a little bit of a squiggle at the start. This got a little bit of a squiggle at the end. It's fine. It works. It's okay. It's totally fine. Let's roll with that. Anyway, so this is going to be the area where we deploy the second fleet of claw truck train unloaders. That's right. And for those of you out there asking, this is the technical term. Any other terminology is just absolutely incorrect. Right. Can I perhaps maybe streamline this a little bit more? And by streamline, I mean, can I just move it completely? I said streamline because I thought that maybe it would make me seem just a little bit more clued up. But actually, this whole explanation has just shown. Oh, that was so close. That was pretty darn close. That was a next level play. All this terminology has shown is that I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I am trying. So that's half the battle, right? Okay. Let's. Yeah. Whoops. My bad. Sorry, guys. I reversed the polarity. Okay, also, I'm going to increase the length of this unload thing yet again. There we go. Because I feel like if the crate makers aren't working, then there's more work to be done. Okay. Yes. Come this way. Come this way. That's not far enough. Okay, hold on. Try again, potato. Try again. You know what? There's no harm in trying, right? Okay, and then come across this way. Yeah, and then should I think I should just operate the next claw train thing on like a second level. I should operate the second claw train loop on just a completely different level. Turn around. Go the other way. Yeah, I like it going this way. It feels a little bit better to me, you know? Anyway, so at the moment the crate makers still aren't working, but I'm sure that'll be fixed in just a second. Hold on. Okay, so what's the number? So let's get it to skip 2. There we go. Okay, so that maybe will work a little bit better. I mean, this whole area needs modification. This whole area needs modification. Okay, you skip a couple. Skip 8. You skip 6. You skip 4. You skip 2. And maybe that will allow everything to be loaded simultaneously. Look, I haven't done the maths on that. I don't really want to do the maths on that. I want to start shipping more gold from this area because, I mean, we're about to start overflowing on gold. And when we start overflowing on gold, well, that is... I mean, that's just a problem, let me tell you, friends. That is just a problem, a straight-up problem. Okay, so in order to make this a little bit easier to manage, I think maybe raising everything to level 2 would be the better idea. But raising everything to the second level, taking everything to the next level does seem a little bit extreme. Maybe I'll just have some, like, crossing points. Yeah. Maybe we'll just have a crossing point. In fact, we only need a single crossing point, don't we? Yeah, we only need a single crossing point on the claw track train truck track loading area. Technical terminology once again. Okay. Yeah, this is not going to look the greatest, but, I mean, let's just pretend that this is a temporary setup, at least for now. And then, you know, we can, you know, think about fixing it at a later date. Okay. And that goes there. Great. Lovely. Is that it? That's totally it. All right, grand. And then we just bring this back here. And we're sorted. Now, hold up. Hold up. I want to do exactly what I did. I want to do exactly what I did over here. This, by the way, this seems to be working a little bit better. I say it seems to be. Although it does look like it left a heck of a lot of gold unaccounted for. Yes, it does. Yes, I'll need to do the maths on that. We'll need to get that properly taken care of in a little bit. You know what? For now, let me just get this done. There we go. You know what I should really do? I should just run the claw train parallel to the yeah, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this up. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do over here. So take this all back. Yeah, absolutely take this all back. And then this over here. This over here. All the way up to the end. That's grand. And you know what? If we need to, we can extend it down a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Must be built on a claw train track. That's right. I'm about to do just that. And that is one too far. It's a good bloomin' thing that I checked, isn't it? Right. So that comes across there. That comes across there. That comes across there. And what do you know? You got yourself a second claw train track. Right, so let's introduce a bunch of claws. Right, so that's going to skip 1. No, sorry, that's going to skip... That's going to skip none. That's going to skip 1. That's going to skip 2. That's going to skip 3. That's going to skip 4. And that's going to skip 5. Okay, should that work? I hope so. Let's give it a test. Let's give it a test and see if it actually does. Anyway, so this should, I mean, drastically increase our gold output. Like, on a huge, huge level. It really should. I mean, we should be almost like tripling our gold output now. This setup is not, this setup is far from optimal. I will absolutely grant you that. It will need to be changed. It will absolutely need to be changed. Anyway, does that work? I mean, it does seem to work. Does seem like we're getting a heck of a lot of good stuff out of there. Yep. As long as we're clearing all of the gold out of here, then I'm pretty darn happy with that. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. You know, this area is not terrible, but it's not exactly the pinnacle of success. Okay, good. Okay, can I get some more research? Can I get some more research done? I would love to get some more research done. The amount of weight of resources that we are now outputting is phenomenal. 500,000 points needed in order to get that. I mean, I think we can very much do that. As I say, I think there's been some updates to the game which have now allowed me to steel plates. I mean, that's going to be made in the combiner, presumably. Yeah, there's been some updates to the game which now allow me to actually get research. I don't know what the issue was before, but it seems that the issues have been resolved. Oh, look at the little puffs of smoke. I have absolutely no idea what it is. Anyway, that is more than enough needed to get the combiner. Fantastic. Okay, so we got a combiner now. Where would that be? The combiner is here, creating new resources. Let me plonk down the combiner somewhere and see what we actually need to combine. In fact, that would be in recipes. What am I thinking? So, steel plates. It's just iron and coal. Now, I did think that this would become an issue at some point. So we need processed iron and we need processed coal. I mean, this is the iron processing area, and I'm super unconvinced that this is actually a suitable working situation. Why the heck is this not working? Oh, it's because of the... There we go. Yeah, that needs to be changed. I'm not happy with how that works at the moment. In fact, this whole iron system, I think, is just asking for a redesign. In fact, it's begging for a redesign. Let's worry about this in just a second, though. I want to make sure that we've got a little bit more coal processing, to be honest. Yeah, I'm a little bit displeased at how little coal we're managing to get out of here. Yeah. Yeah, because the coal is being sucked up out of here, into the container right over yonder, and it's just not, we're just not managing to keep pace. We're just not managing to keep pace with the demand. There are too many crates that are required. So what I'm gonna do, I feel like I need to divide. In saying that, I was waiting to say, I feel like I need to divide up this truck train network and sort of simplify it a little bit. But in actuality, the trucks aren't coming as fast as we need them to. Okay, what I'll do is I'm gonna try dividing the network. So what we'll do is we will just cut this off here, and right, that over there. And we'll just drastically simplify this. So now all of the pickup is being done from this single line, that single crate maker. And then this is a similar sort of setup that we can do over here, and just a bunch of claws. There we go. And so that should theoretically mean that we will always be able to get the number of crates that we need to get out of the way there. So we need to get this processed, and this will just continue to zip around until it's filled up with resources, and that will always allow the lorry to be filled as soon as reasonably possible. Right? That's the plan anyway. Because at the moment I'm a little bit worried that we're just letting some empty lorries just go through. And if we don't get these if we don't take advantage of the fact that the lorries are spawning super, super quickly due to all of that, due to all of those research points that we poured into the system, then we might have a little bit of an issue. Yeah, even with that little change that I've made, I still don't think we're getting rid of all of this coal over here, which is a real travesty, to be honest. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Is there in fact any way that I could just cheekily squeeze another? I think there is. I think there is totally a way in which I could just cheekily squeeze a coal splitter thing in here. Now, will that drain from both barrels? It should, I believe. It should. I believe even though there is a directionality, to that, it should still, yeah, it should still keep draining the resources from both barrels over there. So that will allow me to store that little bit more coal from the train that is coming around. Okay, so that's really, really good. I'm pretty darn happy with that. This area, again, needs a little bit of an overhaul. I feel like it's happened again. It's happened again. I feel like I must be able to do something about this. Maybe I should just destroy all crates. Maybe I should just leave them set on destroy all crates. Maybe that would suffice in fixing the problems. Although, if I do that, then that means that I'm going to waste a ton of resources unless I notice. You know what? I like the challenge. Destroy all crates. Let's leave it on. So let's just hope that I'm not going to throw resources down the drain. Anyway, so that should sort that out at least temporarily. It should mean that I'm processing just that little bit more coal. I do have a lot of coal over here. There is definitely a way to sort this out, but let me not worry about this for now, as I've already said. I need to sort the iron area out sort of as a priority. This is truly horrific. Destroy all crates. Yes, leave that on. Leave that on. Also, what I can do over here. I mean, what can I do over here? This is just truly chaos. What have I got over here? I've got crate makers supplying directly over there. I mean, I kind of want to move iron production just to somewhere else. Have I satisfied all of the research demands for iron? I think I actually have. So every research objective that needs a certain number of iron bits. I should also use crate gates, but let's worry about that later. Yeah, so all of the... Yeah, see, look, now I'm just wasting iron. Okay, let's pause and take a little look at how I can improve this area. In fact, I think I might just straight up destroy this entire operation right here. I think I straight up might just do that. Destroy all the contents of the factory. I am gonna do that. I am absolutely gonna do that. Okay, so that's given me like a gazillion bucks with which to work with. So I'm gonna take this opportunity and just sort of design a little bit of a fresh start. Design a little bit of a fresh start? That doesn't really make sense. Okay, if I delete this, is this gonna mess up all of my labs? I think it kind of is. Now, by the way, have labs started being sold and whatnot for the proper amount? Okay, so I can no longer break the game in wonderful ways like that. Okay, so we still exist in a world where this is a constraint, where we still have to consider the placement of our labs. Fine, honestly, that's totally fine. Let's think about what we want to do in terms of building a factory. I mean, obviously we want to build as big a factory as possible. I say obviously, that's perhaps not obvious, but we do want to build as big a factory as feasibly possible. Factory too small. Yeah, I know. Okay, too big. Can't build here. Is it because it's right next to the... I mean, that is quite titchy. Is that any bigger than we had it before? I feel that it might be a little bigger than what we had it before, but I mean, barely, really. Okay, so let's get a bunch of doors. Let's get a bunch of doors for starters, right? Let's absolutely make sure that we've got entry points, exit points. And we've got the beginnings of what will be a fairly robust system. So we've got a, I mean, even this setup is just woeful, to be honest. This setup is absolutely woeful. This factory could be changed much easier than this factory. You know what? Let's take the opportunity to change this factory as well. Am I going to get above 1 million? No, not quite. Okay, so let's clear this area up. Let's keep the labs where they are at the moment. I'm actually not super displeased with how the labs look. Claw trains, I'm rapidly coming to the conclusion, should not be used for anything, with the exception of like loading and unloading cargo from trucks. I say unloading cargo. You can't unload cargo from trucks, but you get the picture. Minecart should be used to transport the raw ore, right? I mean, it's quicker. It's much more efficient. They travel faster. They travel faster at the second level. So all that good stuff, right? Yeah, okay. Get rid of all. You know, just get rid of all. Just get rid of all of it. We're gonna take a nice blank sheet approach. Don't get rid of the electricity lines, because otherwise something like that might happen, and then you'll get a big sad noise, which tells me that I've done something wrong. Which, it's very sad. Very, very sad indeed. What am I looking for? I'm looking for rigs. Right. Get these mining rigs back up and running. That's an absolute must. Sure. Right. Next thing's next. Let's all get some storage. And then let's get some storage like that. Storage like that. Is there any way in which I can get... Any way I could do something like that? Would that be the same bit of belt, or is that going to be a different bit of belt? A different bit of... No, it's different. Hold on. I think I can actually make this work in a lovely, wonderful way. Maybe. Right, if I was to do that, and then that, and then I think this is how it's supposed to be. I say how it's supposed to be. I don't think there's necessarily... There's not necessarily a formula for how anything is supposed to be in this world. However, it does feel not too bad. Right, so let's see if we can tidy this up. I mean, look, this design was long overdue. This redesign, should I say, was long overdue. Oh, that's perfect. That is really, really good. Okay, so this is going to be a lab support network. That's cool. And then let's get this to come down. So this is going to be literally just coal collection, right? Literally just coal collection. Now, this doesn't even need to necessarily be a circular track, but I mean, it kind of wouldn't hurt if it was. Let's take this back a little bit as well. This belt is going to need to be broken at this point, and it will become clear why in just a second. Okay, and maybe I just ditch all of these 3 labs over here. I could do, although I kind of want this area to still be like iron lab production, even though I did already say that I don't actually need to produce any more iron. It's always nice to have research points. Yeah, all right, let's leave that as is. Let's leave that unaltered for now. Okay. So take this back here. So we have in effect, right? We have in effect 2 deposits, or should I say 2 collections of 3 deposits, which we want to turn from raw resource into processed proper resource. Right. So let's get this all hooked up. Let's put that in there and that in there. That should be good. Let's see if we can plonk down a factory. Plonk down a factory. Let me... Man, that is the saddest noise in the entire darn game, right? The saddest noise. Okay. Does it need to be a pretty big factory? Not really. To be honest, let's try and shoot for a factory about that size. I mean, maybe it'll need to be a bit bigger, but let's just roll with the assumption that maybe it doesn't. Okay. And okay, let's put that in. Okay, this belt is going to be, I say this belt, this what you call it, track is going to be a little bit of an irritation because of the place in which it resides. That's fine. Take that back, take that back. I keep on clicking on the track button, the train button, the track train button. Okay, and then that goes out there. Now, can we fit something up through here? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's possible. Okay, so that makes me very, very happy that is in fact possible. Right, take this back, take this back, take this back. And yep. It's almost there. We just need a little modification here and there, and what do you know, we will have something that looks pretty darn successful. Yep, and that will work just perfectly. Great. Okay, unfortunately, I don't think there will be a way to make that any more concise, that track layout, but I'm really, really happy with how that looks. Okay, so this is gonna be the straight up basic stuff, right? We're gonna be collecting the coal resource and we're gonna be taking it inside, right? Once it's inside, we're gonna have a nice big emptying pot where we're going to suck things up. Unfortunately, we can't suck things up from 2 points, but that's okay. And then we're going to want to process it into crates. So is that fine? I think that is about as fine as things can get, he says very confidently, and then is immediately disproven. Disproven. Fundamentally, it doesn't actually make a difference because all I'm doing is illustrating how I have been disproven. In fact, you know what? Hey, the guy who was just disproven has had a brainwave of an idea. The disproven guy has a brainwave of an idea. Look at that. Look at that. That looks fancy. I say it looks fancy. It doesn't actually look that fancy, but it looks all right. Okay, so these guys produce 1 crate every 3 seconds, and I believe the refiners refine every 10 seconds. I think it's every 10 seconds. I mean, let me have a little look at the coal over here. They refine every, 1 per 10 seconds. So technically, we can handle 3 refiners per crate maker. Now, that is no guarantee that we're going to have anywhere near enough coal. 1 coal per 10 seconds. So basically we should have like 2. We should have 2 crate makers. We can survive on just 2 crate makers over here. Is that what you're telling me, video game? I think that is exactly what we've got going on. However, let's roll with this for now. And we'll sort of change things up in just a second once we sort of take stock of exactly where we are. Let me do this. Right, and then let's get a similar system that we've got going on over here. Although, in saying that, I actually like the transfer claw system a little bit better. So I think we want to transfer claw. I think transfer claws, honestly, might make things just a little bit easier. Hold up. That needs to not... Okay, I've done this wrong. Yeah, try that again, potato, eh? Try that again, and use the correct type of step conveyor this time. So, transfer clause. Yep. Okay, grand. And step conveyors. Yeah, perfect. So that needs to be there. That needs to be there. That needs to be there. Yep. Wonderful. Okay, that's looking and feeling a heck of a lot better. That's kind of fine. It's the same type of belt anyway. It doesn't really matter. Okay, and then unload station out the end here. Yep. Yep. Do I want it to be a little bit of a longer step than that? Does it really need to be? As long as we have a system that goes around every 10 seconds or so, at least, then that would be totally fine. Also, on a similar note, is there any way in which I can incorporate a pickup from this point to include this train? I mean, I've already got the maximum amount of carts that I can possibly have. I don't think that there's any way that I can incorporate this sort of coal processing and crate boxing process into this. So maybe we just ship this directly from where it currently is to where it currently needs to go. I don't even know where we want to ship from. It would be kind of better just to turn it back into slurry and then ship it off, but that's going to be a lot more challenging, a heck of a lot more challenging if I do say so myself. Yes, that's a difficult one. That is a difficult one. Okay, we'll worry about that in just a second. So give me... Okay, so do this. Yep. Do that. Do that. Yep. So that comes out there. Comes out there. That comes out there. And this is not possible, is it? I don't think so. Hold on. That just needs to go up to the end. Yeah, let's take this up to the end. Yep. Wrong way. And a little corner here here as well. Nice. Okay, so that's pretty darn good. That's at least a little bit of the process finished. And then that goes up there. And then this shifts onto here. Yes, I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna work. So this obviously has a lot more capacity in the system than what we currently require. Also, we're gonna need technically some more refiners in order to make this area properly work. Although I think, you know, I'll keep this as is for now, and then we'll see. Then we'll see. Also, I think I can improve this setup over here just a little bit. So if I was to go into crate maker and put a crate maker, yes. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I know exactly what we're gonna do. So this is gonna get taken out. Yeah, we'll replace this in just a second. Don't worry. Have no fear. That will be what's happening here. You're gosh darn right. That goes in there. Grand. And then let's get a unloading belt like so. And what we're going to need to do is modify this loop just a little bit. But it will become obvious why in just a second. I should have taken this back just another couple of rows back this way, but that's okay. It's fine. We can just about cope with this. Okay, so let me see if we can stick down one of these beasts. I actually think that might be totally doable. Let me try mucking around a little bit with the plumbing. Ooh, is that the right length? It's not the right length. He should have placed the transfer tube first, but he didn't because he's an idiot. Right, so that goes there like that. Nice. So this is going to be a ridiculously large sort of linked storage capacity. Now I think you can probably start to see exactly what I'm going to do, right? So we want to turn this back into slurry. Where am I going to get the opportunity to do that? That's a real great question. And I can't expand the factory, can I? I mean, I could make another factory. I could make another factory over here. Oh, man, I would love to make this factory just a little bit bigger. Because it's very, very close to being the perfect size. Because I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to run another belt in here. Belt down here. Yeah, so I want to run another minecart track down this side to pick up all of the slurry, but we're gonna have to do that in another factory, I think. Okay, I mean, you know, poor planning and whatnot prevents you know, poor performance. Let's roll with that just for a second, okay? Let's roll with that just for a second. Let me try and logic this through my brain as well as through perhaps your brain as well. I don't really know where the doors need to be, but let's just sort of take for granted that they will be right about there. Let's put a track in there. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get a claw train, which collects all of these bits and bobs. Can't build here. Says who? Build a flipping door. Build a door there. Is that still not going to be possible? Build a door there, sure. Where did my mouse go? All right. Sure. Also, I am very low on cash. I should really unpause this video game. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, that's nice. That's looking and feeling quite good. So, in this room, we're going to have a very, very simple setup. We're going to have a big vat, which is going to be completely parallel to the track. And it's going to have 2 blow tubes. And then we're going to have 2 suck tubes at the side. There we go, 2 suck tubes at the side. A load station at either side there. And an unload station right there with a step conveyor in the middle. That is absolutely perfect, and I'm totally convinced that this will work. Totally convinced. I've never been more convinced in my life. And the beauty about this is that it's going to be a very, very short conveyor, and it's going to have, hopefully, not too many impediments. By that I mean, I hope that there's not going to be too many ways in which this can go wrong. If we keep the general design relatively simple, if we keep the route relatively short, then we should have no issues whatsoever with this. Okay. Right, and then pickup points. Right, pickup points, grand. Drop-off points. How close am I to financial ruin? Not far off, to be honest. Let's get you to skip 1. So we should be able to unload near simultaneously there. Is that just about what we're after? I think that's just about what we're after. Anyway, so that's going to be that. That's going to be that. Now we're going to need to get what I should have done maybe a little bit earlier, but it's going to be 2. Maybe it doesn't even need to be 2. Maybe it just needs to be 1. One suck tube. Right, 1 suck tube. Maybe we can make it 2 suck tubes. We'll see if that actually is workable. 2 suck tubes right down here. There we go. There we go. You know what? We could actually run it inside the factory. I'm sure we theoretically could run it inside the factory if we wanted to. Oh, I tell you what. Even though we're not actually doing anything with that specific belt in the factory, it does kind of feel cool, doesn't it, to do that? I love the idea of just running like mine track inside a factory. It is ridiculously dope. Okay, so that goes there. Let's get a little, I guess it's called a squiggle. It's technically called a squiggle. And that will serve to make things just work in entirety. Okay, that is probably ridiculous overkill with regards to the power situation, but that's fine. Give me a bunch of carts. That's probably a little bit of overkill as well. Give me a bunch of carts over here as well. This track, by the way, can definitely be expanded. We haven't started with the iron area, however, let's unpause and see if it actually does work. Okay, so, you know what? I want this to be going in the other direction. Go in the other direction. So here's the play. This belt is going to need to be changed in a little bit. What I was also going to do is get some more crate makers over here. How is it that every single power pole that I seem to place down just has a habit of, like, disconnecting the entire network? I don't know what it is. I absolutely don't know what it is. It's funny like that. Okay. Yeah, ditch all of those. Ditch all of those claw trains. It's fine. Are they claw trains? Are they claws on the claw train? I don't know. I'll leave that one up to you folks to make your mind up. Okay. What we're basically doing is just rerouting this slightly, so that once again we should be able to pick up from. Just, you know, just stick them all down. It's fine. Okay. Other direction, please. Lots of claw trains. 20. Maybe that's a little bit of overkill, but that's fine. Anyway, so now we should all draw from the same supply. And the supply should be pretty substantially large. Okay. 20 claw trains. Wonderful. I'm almost certain that the amount of capacity we have in this system is going to be too much. But that's okay. This area is going to be pretty scalable, to be honest. Yeah. I think I'm going to need some more drop-off points. Let's get some more suckers over here, shall we? Suck up, suck up. Can I get... I can't get any more at the side there. That's a bit of an irritation, but it's fine. All we need to think about is... I don't want to say that we want to be thinking about temporary inefficiency, but, you know, we want to be as efficient as we can possibly be. Excuse me? Oh, it's a little bit... It's a little bit off. Just a smidgen. Right, down here. Yep. And just like so. Okay. What do you know? I don't like it going this direction. Can you go the other direction, please? That would be grand. Thank you very much. And... have I messed this up? I have indeed messed this up. That needs to be the opposite direction. Cool. Alright, so all we need to do really now is wait for the system to see if it works. Is this gonna work? I mean, we're moving a heck of a lot of product. Look at our cash supply. It is very, very large. Drones have now ceased to function. They are almost useless in every sense. The amount of coal that we have is incredibly large. Very incredibly large. Almost all of the coal that we're making is being processed and turned into something more useful, which is exactly what we should be doing. Even if we're not, like, as efficient as we need to be, you know, maybe we're spending more money on more refineries, for example, which we probably are. I appreciate that. As long as we are turning all of the resources into other resources, as long as we are refining all of our coal ore in a timely fashion into coal, then I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. That is definitely something that I can live with. And in fact, it's something that, you know, I'm gonna have to live with, because that's the reality of life, you know. I mean, this area does need work. This area definitely needs work. And I think the way to do it is with what are they called? The transfer clause for the step trains. I think that's what we need to do, honestly. Let me give that a bash, actually. Sure. Let's see. We're only gonna be able to fit like one in, but we'll do it nonetheless. Only connects to... ah, yes. Yep, do that, and then I'm looking for this, and that, and then that. Cool. Okay. So that should theoretically mean just that little bit more production. That little bit more production. I'm going to take that off and take that off. So this crate maker should almost satisfy the demand of these two refiners. I know I haven't got the ratio absolutely perfect, but it's close to being perfect. We just have a lot more coal than we actually need to be refined. In fact, is there any way that we can perhaps get some more coal into this specific loop? Because this specific loop has got a lot of capacity at the moment. I mean, there is a way to do it. There is a way to do it. It's not pretty, but we could have a sort of a big crate in the middle with a sucky on one side and a blowy on the other. And that may well be something that we take advantage of in a bit. Yeah. Are we taking advantage of absolutely every truck that comes in? I mean, we are pretty darn close, I think, to taking advantage of every darn truck that comes in. Yeah, not far off. Not far off at all. I tell you what, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. I mean, there is... What we could do is we could move these conveyors, these unload stations, down to, like, here. So the loop of the belt is... the loop of the claw train belt is technically shorter. Not sure if that would really make much of a difference, though. I think, to be honest, the current truck station system has served us well. We're really very, very... In fact, I think we actually are. Now that the brand new coal sort of processing area is all up to scratch, I think we're taking advantage of every single truck. I think we would very rarely see a truck that is actually going to waste. Yeah, maybe there. Ever so slightly. A little tiny bit of wastage with the gold. But, I mean, all of the gold that we're getting is being processed into... gold pretty darn fast. The system over here is working pretty darn well. Wowzers. This is real good. This is real good. Yeah. Pretty darn happy about it, to be honest. Pretty darn happy about this. It's looking, feeling real good. It's looking and feeling really, 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 really good. Could we do this? Could we do this via, I'm just thinking, could we do this via transfer claw? I know technically it only connects to step conveyors. Here we go. Pick that up. Pick that up. Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, let me give this a shot. Because I mean, I think there's probably ample time. Yeah. So do that. And then oh, you idiot potato. Right, reverse the polarity. There we go. Okay. Honestly, the idea of using these step conveyor things is kind of melting my brain a little bit. Okay, maybe this isn't possible. Wait, hold on. It should be possible. I think I just need to sort of think about this in reverse. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Yeah, so if I do this... So every output has like a little... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so... That there, that there, that there, that there. Yeah, so if I do this... Then that should work, right? Yeah, okay. So that should work a heck of a lot better, I think, than step trains. I say a heck of a lot better. Is it actually working a heck of a lot better? I don't think it is. It feels more automated, though. It does feel more automated. It definitely does feel more automated. Whether that actually changes into, like, a material difference. A material difference in production, I just don't know. Gold is per 13 seconds, by the way, which is not something that I previously considered. Yeah, so that's a little bit out of odds with what I expected, but it does look like it works a little bit better. Whoa, okay, all right. I tried to get rid of the claw train there. Let me, you know, I'll wait a little bit. We'll see what happens with regards to the claw train, see if it makes any difference. I need to get some labs as well. I need to get some labs that process gold, which is gonna be a little bit of a hassle, I guess. Right, just take this up for now. Take this up. Take this back. I mean, I do have a lot of money. I do have a very, very large pool of money at the moment, which is very, very good. It does seem like I'm making a little bit of a dent in that gold... in that unrefined gold ore, which is really, really good. All of the gold over here is being processed. So again, all all I'm saying is that even if we're not sort of super optimal, what I need to know is that we're shipping off all of the resources that we are making in as little time as possible. I mean, the fact that we now have a record 3-month weight output of 7,740 kilograms, I think is honestly testament to the fact that we are now more than ever managing to get all of our resources out into the world, and we're getting them all sold off. Right, I'm gonna remove this because there is absolutely no reason to have this redundant. Oof, that was a nice little drone explosion. That's right, it's a drone explosion. It's an explosion of a drone. Did you know that? You probably did. You're a clever person. Yeah, so research labs and getting gold where it needs to be. Now, we already have gold coming in by train over here, right? I mean, that's fine, probably, for what we require. But we're gonna need to move the gold from somewhere else. We're gonna need to make the change. We're gonna need to make the change from. Oh, look at this! Look at this! I tell you what, this has actually made a massive difference. Refining everything via these claw train, these transfer claw things has definitely helped. Yeah, for sure. Everything seems to be processing. Everything seems to be processing pretty handily, to be honest. Yeah, so what we need to do now, right? What we need to do now is try and figure out a way to either maintain some gold in this train so that it can be shipped across to, I don't know, somewhere else, maybe somewhere lab related. That, or we just like build our labs across. It seems ridiculous to do that, you know, spend $200 per month on labs just to build across a divide. Let me just collect a bunch of stuff over here. But we are going to need to do it. I mean, that, or we move our labs to somewhere else. We move our labs to somewhere else and maybe try and make like a dedicated lab area. Like, I don't know, over here, for example. There's a lot of space out here, as you know, it's infinite amount of possibility. It's great. It's definitely a possibility. And I think, truth be told, it would be better to have a dedicated lab area rather than a sort of hodgepodge of a situation which we've got going on right now. I haven't even got onto combiners yet. I haven't even got onto combiners. And that is a problem. That is absolutely a problem because we need to revolutionize our iron processing area. Yeah, for sure. You know what? I am gonna change the lab situation up. I am gonna finally get onto iron processing. I mean, we're fine financially, as you can see. Well, I say as you can see. I mean, finances ain't actually looking too hot right now, but that's fine. We can make amends as we go. What I'll do, you know what? In preparation for a fresh start. Is that better? Have I fixed it? No. There we go. That's better. Right. In preparation for a fresh start, let's goodness gracious me. Why is that so darn difficult to do? Was that actually a problem for anyone? No, that doesn't look like there was any problems there. Yeah, so in preparation for a fresh start, I'm going to delete all of that nonsense and all of the lab nonsense, and we will hopefully start in a dedicated area. We've got 500,000 points, but it's not like we can unlock anything anyway, so it doesn't particularly matter. I mean, do I want to automate sort of coal movements? I feel like I could get a similar sort of system over here. Hold on, let me just try doing something briefly. A similar sort of system that I had. A similar sort of system that I just created in the gold factory, actually. Yeah, with the transfer clause and whatnot. Right, you'll have to bear with me, folks, as I do this. I have been saying that a lot. But, I mean, the mind boggles at all of the possibilities that this game offers to you. Okay, yeah, so that's not going to be possible. Right, delete that there. Cool. Right, so. Kind of, I just want a straight belt, right? Yeah. Whoa, that was quite something. And then an unload station right there, and destroy all crates on. Right? Will that work? Is everything processing now? I think that's everything processing. Although, I would be skeptical that we're actually going to be able to shift as much product as we're promising. Yeah, now, unbelievably, I think I might have created a little bit of a problem for myself. I think I want to just sort of streamline this process and just have one single track for delivery and one single track for supply. Does that make sense? No, not really. Okay, hold up. Right. See, this is what I mean. Right. So, yeah. This is good. This is good. And go back, fix this. Yep, not quite. Points for trying, though. Well done, me. I mean, honestly, this could do with being supercharged and turned into like a level 2 track. There's absolutely no reason why this couldn't be. Right. Okay. This is gonna be a heck of an improvement. Right. Let's get this done. Take this up to level 2. Right. Great. Wonderful. Okay. And that goes there. Perfect. Level 1. That goes there. Is that too much? I think that we might not have enough space to make that happen. Although, in saying that, if I can get away with just doing a squiggle, then that will suit me just grand. Okay, that's perfect. Right. So let's take this up to a level 2 track as well. Delete that redundant level 1 track. Okay. Okay. By the way, thank you for the tips, chaps, in the comments. I do appreciate it. Keep it coming. I know things haven't been as efficient as they need to be in order to achieve greatness, but we're getting there, you know. Okay, so let's get all these carts removed. In fact, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Doesn't actually matter. Just make sure that they're all cleared out. And then that's all 20 trucks on there. To be honest, let's cut it down a little bit. It doesn't really need to be that many. And then let's get this taken back. And ooh, that's a shame. That's a real shame, because I would really love to make that into a level 2 track. There's no way that I can cross tracks? No, don't think so. Huh. Okay. No way that I can technically squiggle it around? That's not a problem. Okay. Well, let's do this. Yep. All the way along here. Grand. And down just like so. Oh, you what is it? What is it about? It's always the flipping power lines. I feel like I have absolutely no one but myself to blame, but I'm not quite sure why I'm blaming myself, as I mean, I feel like I'm placing the power lines in a fairly reasonable place, to be honest. Ditch the drones. Yeah, ditch the drones for sure. Okay, and then get all of this up to level 2. I know this is probably not the most efficient way of doing things, but you know what? Again, it's all about It's all about making things as efficient as possible. Not necessarily efficient, as efficient as they need to be, nor the most optimal way. Okay, but that should... There we go. 10 trucks seems pretty fine. Yeah, pretty darn fine, actually. Okay. I mean, this is looking and feeling very, very nice indeed. I'm pretty chuffed with this. It's not perfect, but I mean, look at this. I don't think we're wasting that many lorries. I say that as I see a couple of lorries being wasted. But you got to bear in mind that this is the maximum spawn. This is the maximum lorry spawnage, and we seem to be doing mostly okay. Yeah, and we do seem to be getting out most of the coal from the pile. We're picking up most of the coal as well. It's just about processing it. Processing it seems to be the most challenging aspect of this. Yeah. And I think that I can refine this further if I used step clause, transfer clause. But I honestly think that that's going to need to be done in the next episode. Okay, in the next episode, I absolutely want to sort out research. I've got a really good design in mind for how we process research. I need to sort out iron, but you know, I'm going to sort out just a research design. We are doing very, very well financially, but you know, the financials aren't really the important aspect of the game. It's shipping stuff. But already I feel, even though we've technically got, you know, we ditched like 3 factories over the course of this episode and only rebuilt 2 of them. Even though we've done that, I still feel a heck of a lot more confident with the systems that I've been building. Not to mention, of course, the claw truck train loaders. They're really, really good, and I'm really excited to be using them and making them work for me as opposed to me working for the systems that we have here. I mean, the drones were good whilst they lasted, but yeah, unfeasible long-term situation. Gold is looking good. Everything is looking and feeling very, 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 very good. This area is now fully automated. Needs to be maybe expanded just a little bit, but we can worry about that in the next episode. Ladies and gents, all that remains for me to say is thank you very much to my fantastic patrons who help make videos like this possible. Hopefully you'll tune into the next episode of Automation Empire. I'll see you then. Bye.